Today's news and Warcraft, seamlessly blending the general inanities of World of Warcraft Classic, played on a controller nonetheless, with the horrors of today's news. Tammou has the news today. What was originally going to be about the erosion of rights that was going to happen under the Donald Trump administration, we had breaking news today that made it all a whole different story. And that's So we have breaking news today with Israel says it's approved the Hezbollah ceasefire deal. And what this literally means, and I got across the lucky lizard to get, this is my lizard. But as soon as it was signed, more went on in Lebanon, and we're hoping this stops the Lebanon part of this conflict. What it does not seem to stop is the Gaza piece of the conflict. You have to remember that too. There's both of those going on at the same time. Israel is basically going up against a two-headed monster, essentially, for lack of a better term. I wish I did have a better term. But it's the basic principle that you're not going to win up against a two-headed monster, basically, a two-headed beast, or a two-headed front in a war. Okay, this is a war, and it has two fronts. No country is able to do that on two fronts. It would be like as if Russia invaded Ukraine and then faced another conflict, like clear over at, say, Vladivostok. So that's what they're talking about. It's a two-fronted war, a two-headed beast, or a two-headed dragon. You know, and Israel is basically doing that right now. They're doing a two-headed thing they're facing, okay? And I'm trying to say that as nicely as I can, because I know I don't want to offend somebody. It's something that is not there. But, okay, so Israel has agreed to the Lebanon ceasefire, and here's what it means. This has been a 13-month border conflict, and it spiraled. Excuse me, I have to cough. Excuse me. It has spiraled out of control into an all-out hostility. It's designed. Joe Biden said the deal, quote, is designed to be a permanent cessation of hostilities at 4 a.m. local time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern time. So it is right now 8:29, which means in 31 minutes, the ceasefire will happen, and I intend to play up until that point. So we're going to play through the last parts of the Israel-Hezbollah conflict, and at 9 p.m. I will announce the end. Again, this was originally going to be about the erosion of rights that's coming under the Trump administration, but due to that breaking news, we've decided against that. We'll save it for tomorrow and go forward from there, okay? So at 9 o'clock tonight, we will announce when it happens. And at 9 p.m., the ceasefire is supposed to go into effect. We will monitor the situation. We'll be perusing the news feeds, and we will be going forward on that. Again, on the Ukraine front, it's the same story. We've got Ukraine has until January 20th to win this conflict. I know Zelensky has put forward what was it? His winning strategy, and he has brought it up to the Ukrainian Congress or Parliament, whatever that is, and to the voting body, legislative body there in Ukraine. I wish nothing but the best for them. I hope that conflict ends soon, and I hope it ends in their favor because we know what will happen on January 20th, 2025. It's game over for Ukraine if they don't have this one. They didn't loot them. All right, well, at least there's a frosted lucky lizard over here. We can get a little bit of time going on them, okay? So we'll continue to play on Tammou until such moment as the ceasefire has happened. I will retitle this video at 9 o'clock into Countdown to Ceasefire, and we will go from there. We'll work on the erosion rights tomorrow. I was working on a new special for this one was about how tariffs really work, and it's just I have to refilm it because I made a critical error on that one. Some other specials coming up, and those will be in the regular video tab. These wind up in the live tab. And it's like I said, I will be retitling this video as soon as I can. It was just with the amount of breaking news that went on a moment ago with countdown to the ceasefire in the Middle East, at least on that one front. The Gaza conflict, again, is not ending. And it's a two-fronted war. And again, this is like if Russia were to invade the Ukraine and then suddenly were to face a front in, say, Vladivostok on the other end. Let's just say the U.S. invaded Russia on that end, because it would be just right across the Bering Strait, or heaven forbid, North Korea backs down from their arrangement with Russia. And if they do that, guess what? It may be all bets are off. We do know North Korean forces are in the Ukraine as we count down to the ceasefire moment. We are now 26 minutes away from the official ceasefire happening. Do I turn that back in at Crossroads? Yes, I do. So let's go back there. But we do know North Korean soldiers are in the Ukrainian conflict. There have been reports of them actually being in there. There's also been reports of them looking at adult websites because they've never had that opportunity in North Korea. Oh, I didn't mean to set down a totem, you silly cat. Okay, let's go on here. I do have to train my leather working. I did some while we were away, and I'm up to 60, and I'm probably going to run to Orgrimmar since we have some time in between now and 9 o'clock when the ceasefire is supposed to take effect. Again, this is 9 o'clock Eastern time. As you'll see there, it says 2035 because I run a 24-hour clock. When it says 2100, that is when the ceasefire is supposed to happen. In local time, that is 4 a.m. I'll probably jump into studio and fix this stream while and get it retitled while I am okay. Yeah. So because I leveled, oh, it's just the last of the, they call it the mandatory 5, right? All right, so while we are on the road here to Orgrimmar, I'm going to come over here and get into studio and hopefully be able to fix this in time and have it retitled. Again, we are on the countdown to ceasefire. It is supposed to happen at 9 p.m. Oh, hurry up. If this thing's running so slow. There we go. Studio. Let's see if I can't fix this right now. Yes, I can. Okay, details. Countdown to ceasefire. And this is Israel versus Hezbollah. And I'm going to make sure that I've spelt that correctly. Yes, with 2 L's. Okay. As we, whoops. Yeah, the description's wrong. Between Israel and Hezbollah. All right, now we made the necessary changes. We've saved out. Yay. And this is like real live news as it's happening, people. We have a countdown to a ceasefire in the Middle East, and it's so amazing. Now we're heading up to Orgrimmar. As we wait and wait and wait and wait. Oh, we're almost there. We are almost there. We are getting ready to disembark. And then we'll head right over there. I think I can survive that dive. Down we go. Down we go. So, while we are waiting on the ceasefire, we are 22 minutes away from that happening. It is news as it is happening. It is the ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah is supposed to be taking effect at 9 p.m. So that is just 9 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 4 a.m. over there. So we are 21 minutes away from a ceasefire happening. It's always the second one. You always do this. I always mess that part up. I'm too used to having a bunch of clothies around. No, I did. Oh, yep, I did it right. I did it right. I did it right. Oh. I forgot it'd be something horrible. Well, at least it's another armor. And then that leaves me with how many of those left? Oops.